Morning, everybody. Chad, Adler Farms. Look what I got. Little piece of farm 1.0. Got the old hay ring in Oklahoma finally. Pretty excited about it. The alpacas are very curious what this is. Pretty curious. What are they doing? Fred's down there hanging out with the donkeys. I don't know what that's all about. Woo! Hope you guys are doing well. So obviously I don't need the hay ring until winter, but I had to get it down here, and I had the opportunity today to run back to Joplin and take the trailer with me, and just figured I'd grab it real quick. But I'm actually going to put this probably up there by the Burger Bros. You know, Fred and the girls have horns, and this is not a horned like hay ring. I forget what they call it. Some of you guys will know, but like a hay ring for horned animals has like no crossbar right here. I've heard it called like a gravestone hay ring. Is that what it's called? You guys help me out. I don't know. Anyway, the last time I chatted with you guys was actually yesterday, Thursday. So the most recent video you guys saw was filmed on Thursday, and today's Friday. So you're not that far off on what's going on. We just we just had that base rock pad built for what some of you guys have figured out is coming. I know you got a lot of questions about it, and I will answer them in due time, but not right now. Hang on. That didn't work. Chad's not as strong without both arms. Oh boy. I just don't want it to roll and hit my truck. That's what I don't want. Yep, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Hang on. I didn't think this through. Can we turn this sucker? Woo, that was close. Man, between the cows and the donkeys and the hay ring, I'm surprised my truck has not earned a badge of honor yet. I don't know a better way to do this, but we'll just let her. Whoo, Billy. Just gotta let go at the right time. Get this out of my runway though. There we go. Whew. Goodness, what is that? I don't know. Whatever this one is. There's your number. I was watching Dutch and Brandy on the way here. I want to show you these guys so bad. Wait, can I? Yeah, I can show you. I can. Because by the time you guys see this, Ray's video will be out on the shearing. So I can show you. Oh my goodness. I still laugh every time I see it. Where's Mama and Baby though? They might be, they kind of do their own thing, or they may be in the barn. Or they may have escaped and they're running around free, I don't know. I got here this morning and there was a deer chilling with the alpacas. It was a doe. I couldn't get I know the bucks don't have antlers right now, but they're growing them. But anyway, it was a doe. But I couldn't get my camera out quick enough, but it was hilarious because they were all just hanging out. It was a huge doe. Big old silverhead, slickback, what you want to call it. There they are. I know that looks like trash, but it was actually like a doghouse we made in about 5 seconds for the poodles when they came out here one time. So they're hanging out. They get up and eat real early. I'm not gonna disturb them right now. It's kind of warming up, and this is what they do. They start to lay down and relax. In the last video, I teased you guys, making you think that maybe we sheared the baby. We did not do that for obvious reasons. There's no need to. Plus, Ray would probably make me sleep out here with no air conditioning if I sheared that baby alpaca. Alan, you gonna roll for us, buddy? But man, they look so good. Marty and his kids did an awesome job. They got all 4 of them done. It had to be under 30 minutes because I filmed it. I know how long the video was. Super quick, very low stress. I don't know if we mentioned in Ray's video or not, but that is just Tina's smile. That is it. That is it. But I thought she needed her teeth done, and Marty showed me that they actually have a pad on the roof of their mouth, and as long as the teeth are not growing past that pad, they're perfectly fine. And there's Lady A. So dignified. So mad. No, she's not mad. She's loving it. She's gotta feel better. Don't you? I know you do. I know you do. When you stood up, you looked so happy and content when you got up after getting sheared. That's awesome. Pretty slick. It's kind of wavy right now. I mean, shears are not like a haircut, guys. You would have to spend tons of time to like make that smooth and not have the blade marks, or the cutting marks, I should say, the cutter marks. There's no way. And it would stress them out. Like Tina, she put up a pretty good vocal show. She wasn't mad, but she was not happy either, but she let it happen. But in order to, you know, shape them and make them all cool and stuff like that, it's just not going to happen. But they bug spray them too. They spray them. I forget what he told me it was. I apologize, Marty. But they put a preventative thing on them. They did trim Lady A's nails. They were pretty bad. I'm gonna get a hat to cover my neck. It's gonna be a warm one, and I was out here all day. I got a sweet farmer's tan going on. There's our base rock pad. Thankfully, none of the donkeys or the cows have pooped on it yet. That pad, I'm gonna get into it eventually. That pad, the reason we want that is the cabin that we have coming. Whew. And this thing shrank in the rain. If you guys ever want to wash your hats, just leave it on a T-post outside. That's the best way to do it. The reason we had this pad made, we've got a cabin coming, which I told you about, and this is going to be under the cabin. They'll actually set that cabin 36 inches high if the level of the ground or the lay of the ground will support it. It might be 36 inches on one end and 18 on the other. They just got to make it level. So you start with a pad and just go from there. And I don't think this is true base. It's not base rock. This is like compaction rock. I think it's like, it says 1.25 inches, but that might be 1.5 inches. I don't know. But either way, I'm very, very content. The cabin was supposed to be here today, but it's not going to make it. And that's okay. They're going to aim for Monday, which is 2 days from now. That happens when it rains. Everybody in order just gets bumped a day. Okay, if they can't do deliveries one day because it rains, they're gonna do it the next day. That's just how it goes. And you get bumped, you know. So here's what it is. Can't do nothing about it. Can't worry about it. Can't stress about it. I'm not gonna. Not one bit. So it just gives us a little more time. Work on the pad and make it straight, which I haven't had to do a whole lot because Mr. A came over and he did it, which is awesome. Super awesome. Can't thank him and Mrs. A enough for all their work. Let's check on some critters, see if we can get Fred to sit still for some spray. No, don't poop on the pad. No. So when they set this up 36 inches off the ground, or 18 or 24, this allows us to come in and do plumbing and electric underneath it, and I don't have to crawl in the mud and the muck, okay? This is a really good spot for it. It's the best spot for it. I'm glad we did this. The cabin, as you know, is, let's see, 16 by 44. And this is 60 by 20. I guess it'd be 60 by 20. Got it? So that's why you do this. That's why anybody does it. Wish they don't. Hey, Donk, here's the deal, buddy. I know you like being over here with your buddies, but you're gonna have to go home today. You is, man. Because when this house shows up, I don't need anybody in here that ain't supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how Fred's doing today. Hey, buddy. Oh, he sees the fly spray. He's gone. He gone. Going for a dip. So, how's it going? Fred tried to court you guys yet? Anybody? Yay, nay? So she does real good with it, which is pretty cool. I can't get on the other side because I'd be downwind. But this is good stuff. I wish they'd all stand still. Come on, mama. Come on. Not gonna happen? Rather go swimming, huh? Rather go, yep, she's running. She's running. Look out. You stinker. Fred. Nope, I'm gonna have to figure something out. I am. I'm gonna have to figure something out. What do you think, Junebug? What do you think, huh? See, look how good you stand there for it. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Tessie and Fred don't know. You gotta go tell them for me. You gotta go tell them. Say, hey, it's good for you. That's where we're gonna leave that. Whew. All right, let's see. What else did we do? Oh, hey, I posted this on the interwebs. Look at this thing. I found this while I was mowing. Look at that dude. That's huge, man. Huge. Yep, Bandit loves it. Hi, pretty lady. All right, the reason you clicked on this video, let's talk about the elephant in the cabin. How about that? Chris, the salesman that we bought the cabin from, has posted 2 videos at the time I'm filming this about the cabin that we have coming. And I know a lot of you, myself included, when I first saw it, I was like, man, oh no, everybody knows now. But not everybody knows. Some of you are like, what are you talking about? Here's the deal. Chris did exactly what I would do. Exactly. He had somebody come into his place of business where he makes his living. And I have a few followers. He was like, man, this is awesome. And he capitalized on it. And he did what every red-blooded American salesman should do. Now, the term salesman, I don't know. Sometimes that term, people are like, I hate salesmen. I hate, like, that's not what I'm aiming at here, okay? Sorry, my Crocs are louder than the wind. Let's see if we can get a tripod and sit somewhere. Hey, buddy. So look at this. There's bite marks on the side of his neck, and then there's some on his neck. They're fighting. They're both intact. But I'm telling you what, little donk whips up on big donk. So we got to get them. We got to get big donk back home. Where are you going? You came up for cuddles and now you're running. All right, let's go sit under one of my favorite spots. We got some real nice shade trees. There's a mimosa over here, or as the app that we use, picture this, it's a Persian silk. So it's pretty cool. Let's go sit over here. Might get a donkey rolling on camera because they do that over here. We got big A and little A. Get it? Big A and little A. We got big A and little A hanging out here. Oh, Fred came out of the pool. Yep. Here's how it's gone with that salesman. And again, I use the term salesman lightly. His name is Chris. He's a family man. I believe he's a veteran. And I absolutely appreciate what he's done, which is crazy because he thanks me for what I've done. And I hope he makes some sales off of it. Does everybody need a 16 by 44 cabin? Nope. Some people need 12 by 12s. And within 50 miles, he'll drop it off on your doorstep for free. You can pick out the colors. You can pick out where the doors go, where the windows go. You can do everything. So I'm super excited for this thing to arrive. Just super thrilled. We couldn't be happier. Why didn't we get an RV? Well, I don't want to answer some of those questions because I think Ray's going to be out here later. Or some of you, as far as Chris goes, or some of you guys saying he spoiled it. He didn't spoil it at all. I mean, you guys knew we had to do something. My allergies are still lighting me up, guys. I got to find some local honey. I need to text Kevin and Rachel and see if they got any. Why did we opt for that cabin versus an RV? Well, pretty obvious. We can live in it more permanently, okay? I'll make a comment now that I'll make later as well. Even though this guy's tough as all get out. Come here. Still likes a good head scratch. Yeah, come on. You gotta come closer, buddy. Come here. He wants cookies. I ain't got no cookies today, man. I'm sorry. Why not get an RV? Well, I got a family of 5. Kyle and Shannon, my brother and sister-in-law. Family of 3, counting Nala. Dutch and Brandy, Hayden, Hope, and Hadley. Family of 5. It gets crowded in the camper. The camper my brother and sister-in-law bought, Ray and I can put inside our cabin twice, maybe 3 times. That's just the nature of it. We looked at RVs. We looked at goosenecks, fifth wheels. You know, the fifth wheel, you get a little more space because they put the master quarters, if you will, up on the fifth wheel. But I just couldn't wrap my head around buying something that recreational that I can't use when I'm done with it. And our setup was different than Dutch's because we're looking at living in this longer. You know, Dutch and Brandy, when they parked that cabin out there, they were ready to build, like right now. We're still feeling our way out. We're still trying to figure out what we want to do. Kyle and Shannon, the reason they went with a camper versus something like this, they aren't quite ready to build, but they also don't have the utilities. See, the cabin, they don't come with anything. It's just a shell. Kyle and Shannon's camper, it comes with amenities like a shower and electric and things like that. We still have a house in town. So this thing could be, you know, just a place for us to escape the sun for the next 6 months. We may not work on it for 6 months. You know me, I'm gonna start working on this thing immediately. But what I'm saying is, it's all relative to your situation. I really, really, really wanted to do something different than nobody else has ever done, because everybody moves to their land, they start building a barndominium, and that's great, but we're not in that position yet. We're still trying to figure out, like I said, where we want things. We also don't need to build a barndominium because we still have a house in town. So we just needed to find something that would be multi-purpose. We use it. Now, I think I should have checked with Grandpa Adler Farms because I just left his house. I believe my dad's house that he grew up in, I don't think it was 1,000 square feet. I think it may have been 800 square feet. 4 people. No, I'm sorry, 6 people. 4 kids. So he's got 2 brothers and a sister and him. That's 4 kids and mom and dad his entire life. His entire life he lived at his house. There were 6 people in that house with 1 bathroom. They made it. You know, these houses people build now, these 4,000 square foot houses, that was not common until, what, 20, 30, 40 years ago? Now, sure, there's plantations a couple hundred years ago. There's going to be somebody that's be like, oh, man, it used to be in mansions. It used to be plantation. No. I'm talking about your everyday blue-collar family, your nucleus of a family. Ain't nobody building 4,000 square foot houses, okay? It's not happening. Is this a tiny home? Not really, because it's roughly, with the lofts, 750 square feet, give or take. And we've got some plans, we've got some things that we may or may not do to the loft, like put the littles up there or whatever. We're not sure yet, but just keep in mind who you're watching. I am great at everything, the master of nothing, or however that quote goes, okay? I'll outwork everybody. I will. My dad can vouch for me. You will not outwork me, okay? Even with a bad arm, I'll get you. Ray and I will make this the most beautiful, because I don't have a say in that. It's going to be pretty. I have a say in where some of the walls go, but it's going to be pretty. We're going to make this the most beautiful tiny home, shed to house, shed to cabin, whatever you want to call it. I like cabin better than shed to house. I like cabins. I've always wanted to live in a cabin. I may go buy log siding, even though this thing's already got siding on it, just so I can say I live in a cabin, even if it's faux cabin siding, okay? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just excited, okay? The salesman, as far as the payment goes, Chris, we text constantly, message each other. I got his phone number. He sent me a text last night and he said, man, this is awesome. Thank you so much for what this has done for our following and some views and things like that. And he said, we homeschool, we go to church, we love the memory verse, you know, all that stuff. The scripture I always put right here. He said, we love it all. We just really appreciate it. Man, that's what it's all about. Doggone it, that was a horsefly. Whoo, Billy. All right, maintain, hang on. That hurt, boys and girls, I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, as far as the payment goes and stuff, or the price that you pay, it's just like buying a car. I mean, Ray and I bought a Kia Telluride like a couple months ago, and other than you don't know the down payment or the payment terms or what we did, you can just look up what one costs and see what we paid. As far as the cabins go, the prices are advertised on Chris's website, and it's like, if it's over 30 grand, you got to put 20% down. If it's over 25, you got to put 15% down. If it's over 20, you got to put 10 and the first month's payment or something like that. I don't know. Call Chris if you want to know. But like, as far as the payment and the price and all that, everybody pays the same thing or puts down money to accommodate the payment that they want. There's no prepayment penalty. So all that, it's not private information. It's not like, oh my goodness, what'd they pay for that? Listen, with the interweb, I sold cars out of college right before Case was born, and I was really good at it. Because with the internet these days, there is no invoice. There is no MSRP and invoice buffer where there's funny numbers and money they can move around and secret money. You can just Google it, man. You can just look it up. I can see what that car cost before it hit the lot. And then as far as your charges for like running boards, I don't know what my hat's doing. Nope, that ain't it. Junebug just sat down here with me, so we'll just chat. But anyway, I'm not bothered one bit, not one bit, by what Chris and his family and all the people at Metro have done for us. You know, I can't wait to get this cabin on the ground and show you guys, because I'll just say this, other than it being a cabin, there are not cabins like this. There's not. I went to several different lots. I went to several different dealers. I got on the interweb. I read. I watched hours and hours and hours of video. These are built for Metro. They used to have another builder. I wanted to know it all. I wanted to know the history. So I started asking questions. I know answers I'm not supposed to know, and I can't tell you guys, but if you go down there, they'll tell you. I'm just not gonna put it out there. But they had another builder. They had another builder building all their stuff. And the buildings were arriving, the floor models, the demos, were showing up, and like, I kid you not, look closely when you go shed, cabin, tiny home shopping, look closely. They were getting buildings where studs were being missed in the siding or even toe-nailed, or the headers. There were nails, like entire walls. Like, one of the folks in there was telling me that she didn't even know how the siding was attached in one of the buildings, because ain't nobody hit a stud on a single 4x8 sheet of siding, okay? So they called him. They asked that builder what to do. The builder was like, well, just clip them. Just clip them. Well, the first thing that went through my head is, if there's a bunch of nails missing studs and you go in there and you just start clipping them on the back of the siding, I mean, missing studs, they may have got a little bit of the stud, like just, and then there's a nail sticking out, right? If you go in there and start clipping those, a good wind's gonna send that siding out in the middle of the farm, right? So she was like, that ain't happening. So they found a different builder, and that's who's building their houses now, and their barns or cabins, whatever. So anyway, I'm watching these donkeys. After I let you guys go, big donk's getting out of here. He's messing with my little donk. But anyway, that's how I feel about that, guys. Chris didn't ruin anything. Metro didn't ruin anything. There's no sidebar conversation. There's no approach the bench, let's talk this out. You tell your side, I'll tell mine. There's none of that, okay? I am so excited to have Chris and his team and his folks at Metro alongside us. Okay, I'm so excited. He messaged me last night and he said, man, we got loafing sheds. We got all kinds of stuff, which right now, with the price of building materials, because we checked, I can't quite build that cabin or a loafing shed for the price I can get it for from him, and they'll deliver it. They'll put it anywhere I want. So we're just super excited. Can't thank you guys enough for coming along on this journey. Now, as you know, Ray and I posed a question to get some questions earlier. Hi. You comfy? Are you licking fly spray? Huh? Are you licking fly spray?
Painting my toes white.
What's wrong with your toes white?
Well, it's summertime and I'm in flip-flops and I walk in the dirt all the time.
My toes are white. Actually, they're not because I wear Crocs to work in.
You know what I meant.
Guess what's here? Guess what's here? I'm so excited. We didn't bring steak because we knew that Butcher Box was coming. Whew. Now we can grill. Oh man. Ooh, it feels heavy too. Wait, where's our address?
It's on the top.
Okay. You want to chase that donkey?
No.
Oh, by the way, they don't know, but Big Donk's gone. Yep. Only you knew that.
Did you video any of it though?
Heck no. I had to hold on to the four-wheeler. But see, he'd been coming up here and going to the bathroom because the neighbor had been over here saying hi to him. So I knew he was wanting to go back home.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I parked in the tall grass for you.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Whatever. I'm pretty chivalrous. Hey-o. I'm hungry.
About threw me off.
Look at the little baby.
Look at my baby.
What would you have actually done if I'd had her sheared?
There's like...
I'd have been out here with no AC, right?
No. You would have what?
I said you just made me sleep out here without AC.
Probably.
That's what I told him. There's the pad. Stay tuned.
What's it gonna be?
Putting in 5 tents.
5 tents. Every person gets their own.
Everybody gets a tent. 2 of those tents are Ray's closet.
Hey. He's not lying. When are we gonna have a bonfire?
Do it right now, you want? This is my favorite time of the month. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I can really see myself in your glasses. Is that your favorite thing ever?
He hates my glasses.
Just for filming. Just for filming. See, now they can see what I look like, and it's awkward. Like, I can see me.
But you're cute.
I know. I mean, I look good.
Wow.
Woo.
Just kidding.
Guys, as you know, Butcher Box has been a sponsor of the channel for a very long time. Woo. This looks like a good box right here. What do we got? Hang on. I can read it to you. Flat irons, ribeye, filet mignon. You like filet mignon?
Oh yeah.
Burgers, breakfast sausage, chicken drumsticks, ranch steak, hot dog, ground bison. They put the bison in there because ever since we got it, I'm like, I want that in every box. But I want a bison on the farm, but we can't eat it. It's the only animal on Adler Farms I won't eat. Really? Because he's going to be a pet. It's my dream animal. I can't eat my dream animal.
Touché.
I just need 2 of them. Then we eat one.
No.
Chicken nuggets. We know anybody that eats chicken nuggets?
Not a single person.
You eat chicken nuggets. Butcher Box complete. No, complete beef try, tender belly bacon. Ooh, that's good. Good news, these are frozen solid. So we're gonna eat, but it's gonna be 10 p.m. Let's find.
You were worried that they've been in the FedEx truck since 8 o'clock this morning.
Well, when I saw they loaded at 8:07, I was like, golly.
Still frozen.
But that's all right. All right. Believe it or not, when meat is frozen, you can actually cook it on the grill, especially if you've got a Weber. Yep, that's right. I said it. Everybody's all pellet grill, pellet. Nope. Propane.
No.
Propane till I die.
I don't agree.
With charcoal?
Charcoal.
Well, get yourself a charcoal grill and a subscription to ButcherBox.
I'm gonna have to.
So guys, as you know, ButcherBox sponsors the channel, and we just love and appreciate everybody over there. Hannah's who we deal with. And man, send us a wedding gift, all that good stuff. We just re-signed with them. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of ButcherBox. The reason we use ButcherBox, I mean, that's what's funny, and she knows this, it's actually written in our contract that we get a box each month to work with ButcherBox, because we just love their meat. I can't raise bison. I can't get this wild caught salmon, all these chicken. We make those, well, we make those heat and eat dinners. I know the brand, but we make those heat and eat dinners for the boys with the ButcherBox chicken. So basically we make a box dinner with ButcherBox's grass-fed, steroid-free meat. It's kind of funny, but like we're just class. That's high class, okay? Listen.
Hey, it's what they'll eat too.
It is. From now until June 12th, I'm reading this because we just got it. Don't judge my cell phone cover. New members receive a free grilling bundle. That's 2 10-ounce ribeye steaks, delicious, 5 pounds of chicken drumsticks, that's a lot, and a pack of burgers for free in their first order now until June 12th, just to clarify. All right, and as always...
Wait, it's June 3rd.
June 3rd, so you got 9 days to take advantage of this, 8 from the time you see it, but you know what I'm saying, okay? As always, all ButcherBox meat is humanely raised. Their beef is 100% grass-fed and pasture-raised. Chicken is free-ranged, USDA certified and organic. The pork is raised crate-free, and all seafood is wild-caught, okay? None of that stuff raised in hatcheries and boxed up and sent to the stores, okay? All good stuff. Man, we can't thank ButcherBox enough. I'm gonna throw this on the grill, and we're gonna answer some questions. Ray doesn't know this. She loves when I do the Q&A and I post it online while she's busy all day. And then I'm like, hey babe, you wanna come out and hang out? She's like, yeah. You wanna answer 100 questions? So let me throw this on the grill and we'll talk a little bit. All right, this one gets asked a lot. Amy and Cox. I absolutely love the family channels y'all have created. And then it just says, have you ever thought about saving the watchtower material for your up and coming vegetable and flower garden? Yes and no. I mean, we'll salvage what we can, but everybody wants us to save that watchtower, but it is such an eyesore. I mean,
you can't even go in it though.
And you can't. There's carpenter bees everywhere, and they will bite you. They don't chase you like honeybees or bees.
And it's been there for so long that
it's got a little lean to it.
Yeah, when you go in it,
yeah,
it's a little rocky.
Yeah. So it's got to go. We'll salvage what we can. I mean, I'd like to salvage those telephone poles, but the only thing, those telephone poles, I like structures that can be moved. Like we need a loafing shed. I can't move those, even with a tractor. I'm not gonna drag those around. Do y'all plan on clearing any of the trees around the overflow pond in the future? We also appreciate us sharing our beliefs and our faith in Christ. That is from Angela Cruz. So we're gonna clean up around the pond the best we can to keep snakes at bay, but we're not like gonna go back there and just clear it like a front yard, no. Because it's the overflow. That's my thoughts, right?
Well, yeah, and if it ever, we don't know if it'll dry up yet, but if it does, that's a lot of shade for the cows and the animals.
There's a lot of shade. So the cows, that's a great point. Because if the cows get in the pond here right now, they're in the sun the whole time, unless they're on the side of the overflow. If we cleared that, the overflow wouldn't have any shade either. And
that's where most of our trees are, I think. I mean,
for sure.
Well, they're on the outskirts of the 20 acres, and so back there is where they hang out because there's shade, a ton of it.
For sure.
All the trees. So probably not.
Are you still planning on getting more Highlands? Absolutely. They're just still highly sought after, and I don't know if the people that we were going to get those 2 Highlands from watch the channel anymore or not. I don't mean to call them out, but we had 2 heifers for a really good price, which is where Tessie and Junebug came from, and those people ghosted us. And I don't think we can find them for that price again. Now, we are headed to another auction at the end of June, and there'll be some Highlands there, so we'll see. But yes, absolutely. And then she had a question, what's your next animal to add to the ranch and rescue? Probably whatever she finds at the auction.
Yeah, I'm not set on a certain animal at the auction. I might come home with another alpaca, who knows? But I am actually looking for a Brahma. Is it Brahma or Brahmin?
Either or.
I say it wrong every time. Brahma cow? They have the hump on the back and they have big floppy ears and they're super cute and they're super docile, and I want one really bad. So I want one of those cows. It's not going to be rescued. Rescues come when obviously they need to be rescued, so I'm probably going to have a lot of animals that aren't rescued per se.
Absolutely.
I mean, just how that is. If I just took in rescue animals, then we'd be waiting, probably. I mean, people are going to say, there's so many animals that need to be rescued.
Well, those people should go rescue those animals.
Yeah. Or...
This is Adler Farms. We can be gruff. We can be tough parents. That's why we called it Ranch and Rescue. It wasn't just because it flowed. She wants some animals just because she wants them, and she wants to be able to rescue a few animals. This auction we went to was the one where we saw that lame cow that really just needed a place to live out its days.
Oh, I would have taken her home.
I would have considered that a rescue.
This is the same auction.
Correct. Yeah.
Same place.
If that cow comes back through there, we're not buying that cow. No way. Something's wrong.
Yeah, it's lame. That's what's wrong with it. It needs a place to live out its days. You literally just said that.
All right. Anyway, Rose
Rosie.
wants...
It's Rosie.
Rose wants to know, do you have an estimate when you might start to build your house?
Oh, the alpaca's name's Rosie, but the lady...
Well, her name's Rose.
You confused me. That's Rose.
You're gonna have to stay tuned. There's a lot coming in the videos in the next couple days. Stay tuned for house questions. I did address a lot of it in the beginning of this video, so some of these we can skip over. All right, they're a little done for me. When something's frozen, you got a 50-50 shot if it works out. You got to be watching it like a hawk. There you go. Filet mignon from Butcher Box. Make sure you guys get some.
Get that other fork out of the bag.
The other fork? We're getting married. We can't share a fork.
I want it all to myself.
There it is. There's proof you can cook frozen steaks on a grill. Is it good? That's delicious. So when they're frozen, you just kind of have to be prepared. You're going to kind of sear the outside, but it's still really good.
He overcooked it just a tad because we weren't paying attention.
For my liking, it's way overcooked. But I will say this, growing up, my dad used to overcook like Walmart steaks. And when you overcook a Walmart steak, that's bad. This is grass-fed beef, so it's really good.
It's so good.
It is. You don't need steak sauce, even though Ray uses it. I don't use it because I'm a man. Somebody actually sent us some spices. I'm sorry. Like, they have spices. They have a company and they sent us some. We should have used them.
Yeah.
Next time, I'm sorry. I don't use them. I don't like them.
I'm gonna teach him how to grill.
Teach me how to grill. Oh my goodness. Take over any time, young lady. I say that as I hold my floury knife. Get on my level.
That's cute.
All right. So this is from Fix Family. They've subscribed a long time. It says, awesome picture of you two. Or they're talking about the picture I posted with this question. Does Ray have a plan for more alpacas? Can you guys hear the donkeys? That's Little Donk.
Is it?
Absolutely. I recognize it now. I've been out here enough.
Is he upset?
Well, they're probably talking to each other because we sent his buddy back home. Say, hey, slumber party's over. You have a plan for more alpacas?
Do I want more alpacas? Yes. Do I have a plan? No. Does that answer your question?
If we go to the auction and she doesn't find any Brahmas, she'll come home with an alpaca.
Probably.
That's how that'll work. Nan and Dean, hi guys, have Ray and you set a wedding date yet? Or will that be after the house is built? Again, stay tuned for the house building stuff. As far as the wedding date goes, you have to ask someone that's in control of that.
He's so mad at me.
I'm not mad.
I want my braces off. It's understandable. Help me out, guys.
You're not going to get any help on that.
I probably will.
No.
They're going to be like, you don't get married with braces on your teeth. They're coming off soon, so just chill.
What
Have
is
some patience.
From MC, what is Ray's favorite flower or flowers? Sunflowers. Nailed that.
Absolute fail.
Sunflowers.
This is some, yeah, that's what I was trying to show you.
This is a good question. So David S., will you get a micro cow? They're super small, just like a real cow, except a lot smaller. Just be careful, you get different sizes of miniature cows. Look for micro, the smallest ones. I'm not a big micro animal or mini animal. You know, mini donkeys, standard donkeys, small stature donkeys, that's a little bit different than getting a micro animal. Personally, Gary Walker taught me this. If you can't eat them, why feed them? But we're not eating alpaca jerky anytime soon. So,
or ever.
My thoughts are, you never know what Butcher Box might do. No, that's sorry. Better not put that on Butcher Box. But anyway, with 20 acres of weeds and grass and all that stuff, I just saved your life from a spider. These weeds and grass and stuff, I don't need a micro. It's a pet, you know. I'm welcoming a Brahma because a Brahma's going to help eat that grass up front. I welcome it. I think it's cool. But getting a micro that's going to eat no more than an alpaca, I might as well get an alpaca so we get baby alpacas. I don't want a micro bull and a micro heifer or a micro cow. So probably not, bud.
Even though they're super cute and I would love to have one. I agree with what he's saying.
William Warner, it's a good question, William. When is Smokey moving? So we have something coming that you guys know of, if you're paying attention. If you're not, it's okay. It's coming soon in the next videos. Our thoughts are, mine, I haven't fully shared them with Ray, but we're on the same frame about the timing. When we get that cabin out here, we're going to need a fence around it because the poodles will also come out here and hang out with us, and we need a place for them to be safe. And then my thoughts are, we can leave Smokey and Bandit out here inside that fence because they'll be safe, and then when we come out here, we can let them out and let them run around. So that's my 2 cents.
Absolutely.
So as soon as we can, we just got some other things. Right now, Smokey is safe, and so is Bandit, so are the poodles, so is Cabela. So that's most important. I know that you guys understand that.
Cabela ain't coming out here till she's got a...
Yeah, Cabela come out here when the AC's on.
An entire
just like Case.
bedroom to herself.
Just like Case. Cabela has her own cabin coming.
Yeah.
Bicep doing? It's doing all right. You know, what's today? June 3rd. 25 and 27. I got 52 days until I'm fully released. Seems like a long ways away. Joanne's been watching a long time. She subscribes, I believe, on YouTube and Facebook, which, by the way, we do have a members only side where we don't share pictures that nobody sees if you're not a member. We just early release information like the structure we have coming. The people who are members already know. When we got the donkeys, they found out like 24 hours before you guys. What was the most recent thing I posted on there? Oh, the baby. The day before your video came out and they saw the baby, I shared the picture of the baby with them in the members only area. So you're not missing out. You just find out things later. That way anybody who can't afford the membership fee, you're not missing out. Okay. Can I come babysit Adler for a few days? I see a bunch of sugar I need to get from those sweet cheeks. That's hilarious. Hey, you make your way out here. You can come babysit. But be prepared. Here's what you got to do with Adler. When and if he takes a nap, you got to capitalize and take a nap too. Because when he wakes up, it's go time.
And he's up at the crack of dawn.
No matter what. When did he go to bed? A couple weeks ago when the family came out? Like 10?
Yeah, no, I mean 9 maybe. a lot later than usual.
But 9 is like 2 hours after normal.
Yes.
And he was still up.
Not only that, I think he woke up 3 times that night.
He woke up 3 times that night, and he was still ready to roll Sunday morning at 6:05, 6 o'clock. I mean, wide awake. Let's go in the front room and watch cartoons. Wide awake.
If he's like asleep and he wakes up, he'll come in our bedroom screaming, crying. But the past couple nights, he's been coming in saying, "Daddy, my show turned off."
They say, my TV turned off. And then go back in there.
It provides a nightlight.
But he don't like it.
He's like awake all night.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. I'm exhausted.
It's like a sleep regression thing he's going through. I've always wondered how you chose Adler Farms as the name. I mean, I know that you've addressed that, but not in a while.
Yeah, we do get asked that quite a bit, and I've addressed it when we were like much smaller. But so we had Case and I, before Adler came along, before Ray came along and Carter, we had Case Customs, and we used to build custom furniture. Now, when I say we had a business or something like that, we only built like 1 or 2 pieces of furniture, but we also had a booth at an antique store, and we would build stuff and put it in that antique store. My mom had some stuff in there that she was clearing out of her folks' house, but we had Case Customs. So when Adler came along, we still had Case Customs, and I was like, well, let's call it Adler Farms. And a lot of people for a long time thought, oh man, that's kind of harsh. Case doesn't have something. But Case couldn't care less. I asked him before, he doesn't care whatsoever.
Or they think your name is Adler.
Yeah, they think our name's Chad Adler, Ray Adler.
Or our last name is Adler.
Or they think Adler's name is Adler. Guys, we wouldn't do that.
You've also described it as Adler Farms being a verb, like Adler is
He's farming. That's what he does. Because out of the 3 boys, Adler's the only one that, without question, let's go to the new farm. Let's go fish. Let's go this. Let's go that. He wants to go every day, all day, twice on Sundays. He wears me out.
I hope it never changes.
Will you bring short stack flock or foghorn flock to the farm? Probably foghorn, because he clearly needs a little bit more room. He's a big rooster. And I'm going to bring the older chicks. I would like to bring a couple of the cream leg bars, Magneto and the girls. But of course I got Magneto and Foghorn, so I don't want them to, I'm partial to Magneto, don't tell Foghorn. But they are coming, we'll see. It's really going to depend on what Grandma and Grandpa are ready for. But again, everybody's safe right now, so we're not trying to make any rash moves. The 2 black Spanish turkeys though are moving to the neighbors. They want them for sure. They'll be able to free range over there. I got to see Red today. They couldn't find Red for 2 days. And I said, trust me, she's okay. She's just sitting on a nest because she wanted to be a mom really bad. And now she's over there with their Tom. So she's sitting on some eggs. So there's going to be baby Reds running around. Well, we get that a lot. It's about horses. We're on the fence about horses. We need better fencing up front for horses. But Ray would like a horse. Sharon Lar, are you getting an ostrich? Not anytime soon. You are wanting to get into emus though, someday.
Maybe.
When we're out here permanently. There's some connecting land to add on to now. That's from Michael Foster. I think we'll end it on that question. As far as connecting land, there's a ranch behind us. There's 100 acres the other direction. Mr. and Mrs. A are to the north, south. And then there's a ranch to the north with connecting farmland of our neighbors. So yes and no, but we're pretty stinking content with this 20 acres. And I know you're asking because you just want to know, but you don't realize how big 20 acres until you own 20 acres, especially like this where it's fully usable. So we're pretty pleased and content. We can put a lot of tiny homes out here. Y'all be good, don't work too hard, don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces.